Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Antonio, back with another video today for you guys. Saying what's up to you guys, seeing what's going on. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the first week of the new year, 2021, the year of change, going into the era of Aquarius. So it's going to be a lot of interesting things going on. Aquarius is known to be an eccentric, sign of eccentric taste. You think of a character like Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean when you think of an Aquarius. But just wanted to bring you guys some more content today. Wanted to talk to you guys about persistence. Persistence goes hand in hand with consistency. You always want to be consistent and work on your craft, work on your mastery. But persistence is key. Even when you reach your goals or you attain your dreams or you reach a certain level of mastery, you still want to persist. You always want to refine or hone your craft. You always want to learn new things. Even if you master one thing, you want to move on to new things to help inspire and teach you new things every day. The goal is not to stop working. You never want to stop working on yourself. Again, when people retire at old age, they have nothing else to do with their lives. They tend to die off in a certain amount of years. So you always want to, be consistent and, more importantly, persist. When God, when he walked on water, he didn't say, "Oh, yeah, finally, I made these people believe." He persisted. He still had things to do. When he, fed a whole village with a loaf of bread and a fish, he didn't say, "Oh, I'm done." He persisted. He still had things to do. When he rose from the dead, he didn't say, "Oh, I'm done. That's it. No more miracles to perform. No more people to help." No, he persisted. So these are things that help build character, help build discipline, help build mastery. A lot of these ideas and concepts that I think about and meditate with them on my mind for a long time, so that I can kind of get an idea or feel of what it is that I want to say. Again, I don't really write things down a lot. Of course, that's one of the things I've tried to work on towards the end of 2020. But you always want to persist with different things. Even when times get tough, you always want to persist as well. That's the best time. You don't want to go through something bad and you haven't worked on certain things you needed to work on. So it's always good to get a handle on these things ahead of time, build mastery. So when you reach that weird moment in time when someone just puts a gun to your head and say, what's the square root of a hypotenuse? And you just know the answer because you've reached a certain level of mastery. You can pass that test and move on to the next level. But, that's, hardships come with, it hardens a diamond. The pressure, you have to go through things in order to learn what to do and learn what not to do. That's how you learn what you like and what you don't like. You have to go through life and experience certain things, stay consistent. That's how you come across less distractions and you persist. Even when you fall, you want to get up. Even when you attain your goals, you want to keep going. Usain Bolt's he's not just a one-time gold medalist. These people persist. It's the same as endurance and will. You have to persist. It's a form of strength. But just wanted to that's all I wanted to talk about today. I also meditated on some things I thought about, like they say Jesus had wounds on his hands. He was staked through his hands, right? I had a birthmark on my arm since I was really young. Can't really see it too much now, but it was like an interesting scar that I was born with. It covered my whole entire arm. It's pretty much healed now. They also say he You know, when the Savior comes, he'll stomp out evil, but also take a death blow to his ankle. You know, the snake's gonna bite him when he steps on the snake's head. Almost lost my leg last year. You know, they say when he was strung up on the cross, he was pierced through his liver. He did have a liver transplant. Yeah. Yeah. You know, they say he wore the crown of thorns. You know, I did receive some pretty interesting facial scarring from the medication that I took last year that was supposed to help heal my leg, but it caused an allergic reaction on my face. I've never had an allergic reaction before. It went all through my scalp and everything, so similar to the crown of thorns. So, you know, these are stigmata. These are, you know, things that, you know, people go through when they're in tune with spirit, or they're aligned with destiny, or they're supposed to align with their destiny. I mean, there's even a movie called Stigmata from the 90s. It's a horror movie. It shows like a woman. She was affected by these different, you know, signs and images and things that were happening to her, which were similar to the things that happened to, you know, Jesus Christ or Yeshua. But yeah, you know, these things happen to you. You know, you go through these things. He was ostracized. No one wanted to listen to him. People thought he was a false prophet and things like that. These things happen to you where you're thrust into, you know, these different situations where, you know, I don't even know if they had these classifications back then, or they labeled people back then, but people, you know, with this being a timeless video, in today's age, people look at you when you're going through things and you have your spiritual awakening, and they just label you crazy or weird, and there's no type of, you know, reassurance. And, you know, people aren't used to these things, so there's no one that can hold your hand or guide you or teach you how to go through these things in life. These are rites of passage. People want to talk about rites of passage, but there's certain things that, you know, the system puts on you that, you know, that ultimately distracts you from your rite of passage and your true power. You know, different cultures practice circumcision and things like that, and certain other cultures did not practice circumcision. You know, a lot of these rules and a lot of these different ceremonies and things that, you know, they've incorporated into, you know, religions and things like that, it's just a little bit too much. You know, there's a reason why they push circumcision on black males, young black males, you know, babies. You're irritating the crown. You know, there's as above, so below. Yes, you have the crown on the top of your head, and you also have the lower crown. You cut that skin off that head, and for the rest of their life, that male is irritated in an area, always trying to figure out why they're so insecure about this, you know, about their sexuality, and they're running around sleeping with every woman or man they can find in some cases. You know, that's an irritation of the crown chakra. When you think of the crown chakra or the crown chakra, you think of your messages, or you think of spirit. When you think of your crown chakra down there, that's life. Once you get the cutting skin off of that and irritating that, you notice even when it first happens, you know, they're down there scratching their pampers like, yo, this is itch. But it heals, but still that energy's there. You know, it's the same thing as when a woman get raped. You know, I don't want to compare that or get too graphic in this video, but it's some of the same, you know, harsh, you know, practices that are placed on certain people. So you always want to be mindful of the things that, again, you go through, or you allow people that, you know, are close to you to go through. You know, there's a time and place for everything. There's a reason for these, you know, types of things. You know, there's a reason for vaccines and things like that. But certain people in different cultures don't need to take vaccines. You know, it's just within them based on, again, certain regions. You know, people that are used to the sun, you know, Floridians can't go to New York and just get used to that cold weather so easily. They have built up over time an immunity to warm weather, and then vice versa. So, you know, there's a reason that, you know, there's a time and place for everything. There's a reason why certain people are better at some things than others. There's a reason why some people need their hair cut. It's the reason why some people need to use skin block. It's a reason why some people have bigger mandingas than other people. There's a reason for everything. So stop messing up the natural order of things. You know, we have to persist in our ways of thinking. We have to expand our knowledge. But that's all I wanted to that's the second rant I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. The 10 minutes of me just rambling on and rambling on. It's been a good day today. The last 7 days of the year I took off. I haven't been to the gym. It's a good time for relaxation and eating and gathering up some inspiration and whatnot. Going into the first 7 days of the year. Guess I'll be going to the gym tomorrow. Take a nice 2 weeks off, and yeah, man. And out and about, riding around the city, seeing how things have been looking. Everyone's still wearing a mask, and you can't go anywhere without a mask on. So, but yeah. Catch you guys in the next video. You guys be safe.